They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Here's Romo now on second. And a nice gain at 21 yards. That's connection numero uno. Tony Romo going to Desmond Damon Bryant.
And how about the chemistry those two have built up over the years? You know, everybody always sees Dez as being so demonstrative on the sidelines, like he's upset about things. He just wants his quarterback to know.
They go play action here on first down. Now he steps away. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw on second down is Romo. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now Griffin on first down. Caught left side. It's Barnage. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. Dumping it off for Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll throw on first down with Griffin. He's got the rookie first-rounder, Corey Coleman. They'll get 16 yards there, and it'll give the Browns a first down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. Romo now to throw it. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's the best. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Another pistol look here. From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. And this is going to be incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Cowboys will turn it over now to Dan Bailey for the field goal try. There'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Griffin on second down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Griffin out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I love Duke Johnson's versatility coming out of the University of Miami, and he's done nothing to dispel that. Boy, he can catch the ball.
He had 61 catches in 2015.
And didn't even play a full season due to injuries.
Yeah.
Boy, his potential, almost unlimited.
3rd and 2, now Griffin. He finds Coleman. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner. Joe Hayden with it. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On second down, here's Griffin. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Griffin. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Out of the gun, Griffin toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Griffin. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. Pryor has it complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin stays on his feet. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Murray's kick is up and good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
And now for the 3rd time, Romo intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Griffin. Flush to his right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to 1st. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now it's Griffin, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 10 now. Griffin flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
3rd and long. It's Griffin trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Romo. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long here. It's Romo. He's got time. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think.
Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. To the air again, Romo. Complete to Jason Witten. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And another reception by Jason Witten. All reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner. Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, 1 of 2 tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. He gets attended to. We'll step aside. So something we've unfortunately seen before, and that's Tony Romo forced to the sideline. And in comes the rookie out of... And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the lane, and there he goes. goes. The 20. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Buying time to his left. And some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go!
Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play clock winding down. Here's Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And the lead will... Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Griffin gets it to Gordon. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And there they got him the ball, just Get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll look to throw here, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's brought down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So it'll be first down here after the run. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. He finds Coleman. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah. And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And you figure with that, this
score is down. I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And now here come the Cowboys. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Now Elliott shreds the tackle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Nassib, the rookie from Penn State. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
Let's go.
Now Prescott. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come out here in the eye. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and run for it.